guys down here. Just filmed the video, but I wanted to film another because it's just such a beautiful. It's like a mangrove kind of coastal wetland here. All these are different types of mangroves. You have different types of grasses and hedges down there. It's just really beautiful. I just want to encourage you guys to go out and participate in nature. I know I make these types of videos a lot, but it's useful to remind people to go out and visit nature. We're kind of all always locked away in our work life, or we're kind of comfortable at home, kind of conform to our home life and never even think about going out into the natural world, which is dwindling away. We all kind of realize this. This is, getting chopped down for development left and right all over the planet. So it's really important for us to go out, experience it, and have nature kind of touch you and encourage you to be a participant in nature, to be an active participant, and to make changes in your life so that you help conserve this, so that you're active in your community and trying to conserve this. How's it going, guys? It's really a minority of people that go out in nature and observe anymore and just let it heal them. And even if you do, how often do you get it done? How often do you go out to the park? How often do you go out to the forest? Is it like once a month? Is that all you need? Is that all you need for your connection to Earth? And the rest of the time you're at work, or you're driving, you're at the store, you're at the bar with friends. Like, I don't know, maybe that is all some people need. But for me, I really need to be in these green spaces with this fresh air, this reminder that places like this are special and are essentially endangered. It might seem like we have so much land left to just have. If you're driving around on the interstate here in Florida, some places just seem really, really forested still. But if you're looking at a map, you can tell how interdispersed they are, how patchwork they are. And it's not just here in Florida. It's a United States thing. It's a Europe thing. It's all over. Development has come for the planet, and it's come for nature. It's come for what supports us, supports the animals. And all this supports us. It's all interconnected. And we just kind of let it pass by, We don't let the magic of nature kind of touch us anymore. There are people that do, for sure. I'm one of them, obviously. I'm always out hiking, always at the beach, always just immersing myself in this. There's just other people doing very similar things. But a majority of us are working, we're distracted, and no matter how depressed I am, nature has a way of picking me up. It doesn't pick me up forever, my thoughts will circle back to what's depressing me, always, but something about places like this are magical and need to be protected. Not necessarily worshipped, even though some of us do worship nature. But they need our attention. They need our help. They need our participation in local government, talking to our Congress people, our senators, our counselors, to write to them, There's many issues just here in Florida where we have such a big problem with developers and control of our councils, our fish and wildlife, and just passing bills through our state Senate and Congress that don't really help nature or support people. They support the dollar. It was just recently passed, I believe, a bill to protect single-use plastics in Florida so that companies like Publix and all kinds of restaurants can continue to use plastic bags, single-use forks, single-use containers, and those kinds of things always end up in our waterways, in our forests. There's another one right there, like, and this bill that they passed makes it illegal to ban the use of single-use plastics in any community or area, in any city, any county, so that counties can't have their own voice if their people wanted to create a ban or restrict the use of single-use plastics. It made that impossible. That's not the type of laws we should be enacting, and it would really take more participation from people to write and to call and to get engaged and to care about their environment, instead of just pass it over, instead of just seeing the Instagram channels that they follow and seeing people really try and put in effort, and you never actually write that congressman, you never write or call your counselor. I think we're all kind of guilty of this. I've done that many times, and just view it and be like, oh, it'll be fine, someone else will participate and take care of this. But it really helps when you do that. It really does. If not you, then who? Right? You have the power, you have the ability to actually care, to put in an oomph behind all this and show other people, show yourself you care, and help nature, help the planet, help your natural ecosystems, which are struggling. This area that we're walking in through right now is one of the few remaining forests on beachside here in Ponce Preserve, or it's called Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, and Daytona Beach. This is a sand live oak forest, and there just aren't many places like this left. They were all torn down to make homes, resorts, a few restaurants here and there, a few shops here and there. This is the Green Indian Mound. You guys have probably seen me walk with Cub a lot. Native Americans use this area. Planted a lot of these plants here so that they could eat them, like the coffee. This is wild coffee here in Florida, and it's edible. It doesn't have a lot of taste, but it blooms in December, ends in January, so you can pick them in December and eat it. But places like this are just vanishing here on the coast, everywhere. Homes are being built. Even ranch land is vanishing because it's just not becoming very profitable. So now they try and develop on ranch land before they tear down forests and wetlands first, which, I approve of more so than tearing down a nice, pristine forest. But even those ranch lands are now a type of ecosystem that hosts, deer, alligator, snakes, wild birds, insects, wildflowers. And to chop it all down to keep spreading and making homes, when we could figure out how to make affordable housing for people without continuing to spread. We can upbuild. We can build on where we already have dilapidated land, dilapidated housing, pay people to move, pay people a decent amount to move, and rebuild that area up so that it has, affordable housing. We could rewrite county and city code so that taller buildings could be built, so that you could have apartments in certain areas and have them affordable and have people living in them instead of a single family unit. There's a whole bunch of different things we could do to help nature. But a lot of us are just kind of tapped out, So I really encourage you to put yourself back in nature so that you remember how special it is. And not just once a month. As often as you can, really. Maybe that might be too much for you. But get out there. Go to your parks. Explore them. Take your dog. Take your partner. Take your family. These spaces are disappearing. And it's a shame. And it's because we're not participating. We're letting greed kind of take control and assuming things are going to be okay. And things are simply not just going to be okay if you let greed take the wheel, if you let corporations and governments kind of get to decide everything. We're going to find out we won't have much left in due time. So, yeah, just trying to encourage you to get out there while it's still out there, you know? Not trying to make you feel bad, just trying to encourage you that, you know, these places are disappearing, and it'd be nice for yourself if you visit them and let them touch you. Sounds weird, but it's true. Alright, we're gonna go up to the top of the Indian Mound here. I was gonna end the video, but I guess I'll show you guys. If you like the video, if you like the message, please like, leave a comment, subscribe. Most of you that watch these aren't actually subscribed, I feel like. So if you actually enjoyed my rambling words of encouragement, it'd be cool if you could subscribe. That'd be really nice. This is the top of the Native American mound here. Oh, there you go. No one really comes up here except the smoke pot, so I can take Cub off. You can see there's a nice little trail here. I help maintain it, make sure the stuff doesn't get too overgrown. All these sand live oaks. Some are really old, like the one I'm going to show you. This is a very old sand live oak. Cub likes to come up here with me. Come here. Brrr. Let me see if I can get up here. Sorry guys, bear with me in the bad camera angles. There we go. It's one of our favorite spots. Come up here. Let's look at the ocean. Cub absolutely loves it. Every time we come here, he wants me to hold him and take him up here. Little special spot. It's been special for hundreds of years at the very least. Get yourself out there. Get out to some of these special spots before you can't anymore, you know? On the video here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Have a nice day.